using one's HIV status as creating a separate law is just downright wrong. And I believe what we have to do is encourage this debate, because these laws were passed in the early 90s. They're archaic, and they were passed during a time where people were more homophobic, where there was a lot of discrimination, and where people were ignorant. Well, I've met with many people and many great organizations around the country who saw this as a major issue that never was addressed legislatively. And one of the reasons I introduced this bill is so we could really raise public awareness. If you have 34 states with these statutes on the book, then yeah, the federal government's going to think that this is the correct place to be, when it's backwards. I serve as a member of the Global Commission, of the UN Global Commission on HIV and the Law. And through that commission, we're looking at vulnerable populations throughout the world. Come to find out, we're very similar to many countries that are not the best in terms of human rights violations. And so I think that it's a shame and disgrace, quite frankly, that we have these 34 states on record with these laws. And I think stigma really is part of the reason that we can't move that quickly in terms of reducing the incidences of HIV and AIDS, because people quite naturally are very reluctant to come forward, to talk about it, to get prevention, to be tested, if they think that they're going to be stigmatized or criminalized. And so we have to really look at it in the context of a public health issue, because the transmission of HIV is the only disease that there are these criminal statutes on the books. I think people with the virus are discriminated against, and whenever there's discrimination, you have to really call into question the constitutionality of it.
There are 27 co-sponsors on your bill.
Okay.
Also, they are expecting a vote very shortly.
Okay, 27. Okay,
if
well,
you
that's...
have anything, yeah, 27. It's an uphill battle. I mean, that actually
That's
shows...
new, right?
But we started with one, and then we got
Right.
to... 27 is pretty good, really. You know, right, in this place.
The stuff.
Well, I hope the public will call their members of Congress and ask them to get on my bill. We have 27 co-sponsors, which is, I think, for a very controversial piece of legislation such as this, that's very significant.